I'm about to take a flip. Pretty, back to back to back. Gang, back to back to back. Feeling me, back to back to back. Back to 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 back. Back to 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 back. Back to back like Rose and Matt Black, my Rover cha-cha. Gon' show you cha-cha. Gon' back to back like Rose and Matt Black, my Rover cha-cha. Gon' show you cha-cha. They gon' heat me up. I've been trying to keep it cool with these little. They tried to start it. Too late, my finger was already on. Call me Shovel Man. She like the way I pull up and I. The 100 times they ask, I be like, I ain't never. All that beating around the bush, homie, say it with your chest. Got a lot of dog on me, know you probably smell it. Like my name, Jody, pull up in the vet. Go and check the news, Brody, heard somebody stretch. In your feelings, better get a grill. Tired of getting taxed for that, take a trip. I got right here for show up, make everybody dip.
EA Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
Tonight for football, everybody. The bright lights are on, the stage is set, and the crowd is ready. It's Monday Night Prime Time on EA Sports. Your quick kicks off tonight. Another week of football comes to an end with a Monday Night Prime Time contest between Houston Texans and the Seattle Seahawks. On the sideline with the Texans head coach. Early season high. They always are to play in front of this home crowd, hoping the extra surge of momentum pays off in a win. Happy you could join us. Thanks so much for being here. I'm Kate Scott with Brock Heward. Kicker Kaimi Fairbairn just about set. And we're underway in Seattle. He's got a lane up past the 30. And great starting field position here as they bring him down beyond the 40. So out come the Seahawks for their first offensive possession. And bringing them out, one of the league's best stories from last season, wasn't he? Former number 3 overall pick, coming off that career-defining year, Sam Darnold.
As a QB in this league, if you're going to finish a game with no touchdowns on that side of the stat sheet, well, you better finish it with no interceptions as well. Even if last week was an uneventful contest for him throwing the football, did what he needed to do to help them come away with the most important stat, the win.
These guys have gotten off to a hot start, Brock, in spite of these injuries that have occurred along the way.
You know what, kid? If you and I travel to every training camp, I think we hear the same thing. Next man up, next man up. These teams know it, the players know it. You hear the talk, but then you got to walk it, and this team is. I know it's early, but this is looking like a group who could be built.
All the way, touchdown Seattle! The Seahawks take a 6-0 lead right away. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown. Well, Brock, they could prove me wrong, but I don't think touchdowns are going to come that easily the rest of this game. But starting out, we all welcome the quick score.
Not a lot of energy exerted, right? Not a lot of their card shows just yet. They only got a couple plays into their strategy. They found There's a lot of mystery still to come with what they're going to do schematically. Answers have to be found defensively.
Now it's Jason Myers on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Seahawks jump out to a 7-0 lead. On now is Dixon to kick this one away. Fielded at the 7. The tackle's made, so this drive will begin at the 34-yard line. So here come the Texans for their opening drive. Leading them out, our 2023 Offensive Rookie of the Year. Now in his 3rd season out of Ohio State, it's C.J. Stroud.
As you take the field coming off of a bye week, you really want to take advantage of what you just did. This Self-scouting, the evaluating of yourself over the early part of this season, and make sure you capture what you want to do and what you have to do over the rest of the season.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Stroud off the play fake. Gets this one into the hands of Christian Kirk. And this one breaks beautifully as they're going to get it forward to their own 45. It's a gain of 12 there. And the Texans are going to have the first down. I'm not going to call this a low-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponent started the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
Off the play action, here's Stroud. Right side cut by Higgins. And this goes across midfield and into Seahawks territory.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Here's 2nd and 2. Finds him on the crossing route. And he works this to the 38 before going down. Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the first.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
Buying some time right. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
He did exactly what he was supposed to do on that play. Felt the pressure and escapes the pocket. After that, it's on somebody downfield to get open and give him a target. No one did, and he simply has to get rid of it.
Throwing again, it's Stroud. Seahawks bringing the pressure, and they got him! And that sack may change the next play call as it sends him backwards ahead of 3rd down.
All right, first sack on the board on the first drive as a defense, and now, well, now we let the chess match begin, the adjustments begin, because we know pressure leads to sacks, and sacks in this league often leads to wins.
3rd and long for him here. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. Well, most drives should end right there, but they beat the defense and convert on 3rd and 17. All set up now for 1st and 10. On play action, here's Stroud. Finds Stover. And he's not going to be happy picking himself back up after this. They're set backwards on 1st down.
There's never played any playbook I ever saw. It's a big firm and lost yardage play when you throw the ball. But if there's any solace, at least it was 1st down. A couple more chances to make up for it.
Here's 2nd and 11. And it looks great flying through the air, Bronk, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. 3rd down coming up. To the air yet again, it's Stroud. He's got it, complete to Collins. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a 1st and goal.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
Here's the first look for the rookie out of USC. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4.
That run now has put them in such a great spot, Kate. You get a run like that inside the 1st and goal situations, there's a whole lot of confidence when you break the huddle.
Now it's 2nd and goal from the 1.
On the quick, right?
From the gun, Stroud. And that finds him in the end zone for the Houston touchdown. The Texans finish off their opening drive. Well, this coaching staff has got to be a happy partner. A calm and calculated opening drive. Really impressed with the score, how they controlled the football, and they played at their own pace.
Yeah, it's one of those drives that just pays dividends. I know it's the opening drive, but you're just taking some of the starch out of that defense.
one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. Seahawks just about set. Here's 1st and 10. Now Darnold on the play action. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down. Another try on the 25. It's 2nd and 10. Hand off to Walker from the gun. And he's going to be brought down here at the 42. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains. They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Play fake, Darnold. Got Everett, and it's complete. And they're going to get to him after a gain of close to 5 as they send him out. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Now an inside give to Walker. No luck there. Ran that one right into traffic and went nowhere as a result. It's going to be 3rd down. That's going to do it for the first quarter here on Monday Night Football. Scoreboard showing 7s on each side. More from Lumen Field in just a minute. About set for the 2nd quarter. Seahawks football here. They'll have it 3rd and 3. Out of the gun. Here's Darnold. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back them up ahead of 4th down. Seahawks bring it out the punt team. He was only needed twice in last week's win, and he gets this one away.
When it comes to baseball, it's a catastrophic breakdown in mechanics. At some point during that snap, and it leads to, well, several seconds of chaos, and unsurprisingly, a turnover on downs.
That's caught. Here's Zach Charbonnet. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
Plays on the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
Here's a screen now for Walker. And they're all over that screen, Brock. Didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage.
Kate, that's one of those situations as a quarterback. And on my grade sheet, that's negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
3rd and long. Here's Darnold. Has him on the quick hitter. It's inside the 10. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Seattle! The Seahawks take a 2nd quarter lead.
That play really had all the elements you're looking for from a tight end, showing that he can stretch that field. Route check, secure the catch, quickly become a runner, check. And finally go finish that drive off and celebrate with your homeboys.
Point after up and good for Myers. The Seahawks break that tie and now lead by 7. On now is Dixon to kick this one away. Return starts at the 3. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. This Texans offense ready up for its 2nd drive of the contest. They've got a chance to tie this up here as they trail 14-7. Here's Stroud on 1st and 10. Looking right, and he finds him. And a nice chunk there, about 7. He's up to the 27.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
From the 28. Short pass brought in. And he's taken down just a couple of yards shy of the 40. It's a pickup of 11. And it sets up a Houston first. First down, Stroud. Hits his tight end on the corner route. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down. New set of downs for him from the 46. Stroud to throw on first down. A quick throw is swatted away, incomplete.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far. It's not met the standard they set for themselves.
No luck on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. Again, Stroud. That one's incomplete. Had the connection, but some stone hands got in the way there.
With how hard it is to get an open look downfield, can't let the coverage off the hook with the drop. Saw open space, started running before he was able to watch the ball into his hands.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Texans going to kick this away on 4th, and it's Tommy Townsend on for the punt. This lands deep into the end zone. We're picking things up for the 20 after the touchback. Seattle offense eager to get back on the field. And they were not left with the short field they got on their prior drive. This one is a whirlwind away. They can get deep on their own side. Seattle getting everybody set. They've got 1st and 10. Throwing now, off play action. Caught. Cooper Kupp makes the play. And they're going to force him out just before he can get to the 35. It's 1st and 10 from the 34. Give up the gut to Walker. He'll have him gain up about a handful there. Jalen Petrie there on the stop. First down run, nabs him 5. Now 2nd and 5. From the 39. The Texans close it in, and they will get him. And they come through the sacks to bring around 3rd down.
Even from the booth, I can hear it. I can hear that front 7. Telling the guys on the back end, hey, I need a couple seconds of lockdown from you guys. I'm going to get to this QB. You promise that you deliver? And that's exactly what they did. Wasted no time in getting that sack.
This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. They'll motion him out of the backfield. Throwing is Darnold on 3rd down. He's going to loft one deep to the left. And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done. Incomplete.
I don't want to look downfield now. I mean, that's just a situation there where it's a better defensive play than the offense executing.
He gets this one away and really connected. This one is sky high. And the coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped. Out now come the Texans on offense. And as they get set, partner, gotta imagine they're bringing some urgency with them to the field this drive, too.
Yeah, I think you and I both know in calling these NFL games, that sense of urgency can be replaced by full-blown panic in a hurry. So find a way to possess the ball and, more importantly, score some points.
First down throw by Stroud. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
That's a throw at this level. So much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. Going to be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
Taken in by Kirk right side. And a nice gain here, but it stopped short of the first. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. That's caught. This is Kirk. And the stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield stripe. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. 1st and 10. Ball set up at the 48. Here's Stroud again. On the quick slant here, it's Higgins. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. Throwing again, it's Stroud. That is caught, and it's Higgins again. And they bring him down around the 34. To the air yet again, it's Stroud. That's complete, here's Kirk. And he's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10.
Already.
From the red zone now. Finds him on the slant. And he'll be taken down at the last possible moment. He's at the line. So far, they've got to be pretty happy with how he's been leading their offense. It has been a great start.
And I'd hesitate to say it's only going to get better, especially if they really decide to keep...
And he will score. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans earn the chance to tie it before halftime. It's a Christian Kirk touchdown. That one splits the uprights. And the Texans tie things up at 14. We'll see if it's a kick return that ends on half, or if we get a play from scrimmage, as this one's away. Has it at the 11. He's hauled down on what is the final play of our first half. So we're all knotted up here at the half rock as we send this over to our buddy Scott Hansen. He's got our halftime report. Scott?
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Lots to talk about from the weekend that was. This a fitting capper to a compelling week, so let's get after it. Our tour of the league starts now. It starts in Cincinnati. The Bengals at home to take on the Steelers.
Well, we're set up for an incredible second half, all tied as we kick it away here in quarter number 3. Returning it from the 4. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. Now here's the Houston offense. They've got it first to begin the 3rd. And they could take control of the second half early, Brock, if they break the tie on this opening drive. They'll start this drive with Marks. He's pushed straight ahead, and that's maybe a yard at most.
What's a black grand national?
Bringing that play to
rationals. Give them what they asked for.
These guys have gotten off to a hot start, Brock, in spite of these injuries that have occurred along the way.
You know what, Kate? If you and I traveled to every training camp, I think we'd hear the same thing. Next man up. Next man up. These teams know it. The players know it. You hear the talk, but then you got to walk it, and this team is. I know it's early, but this is looking like a group who could be built for a playoff run as long as this list doesn't grow too much longer.
3rd and just 2 to go. From the gun, Stroud. Got his man. This is Noel. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down. New set of downs for him from the 46. Stroud throwing here on 1st. That one's complete, right side. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. This game has already been a good one for him, Brock. And hey, there's still time. He could add on even more.
And you just feel his aggressive mindset all game long. As long as there's time left, he's going to want to keep on firing and turn a good performance into a great one.
Stroud off the play fake. Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, 3rd down coming up.
Here we go. Why Tony? Foul.
Shotgun now for Stroud. Has him on the quick hitter. And they make the tackle at the 38. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the 1st.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage. at the combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. That was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
They go play action with Stroud. Give Kirk another one. And they're on him right away with that tackle. The stop comes at the 26-yard line. He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10.
Oh, hey. Tony.
On play action, here's Stroud. Finds Stover. He takes this down to the 24-yard line. Devin Witherspoon there on the stop.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, just find a way to get him the ball.
From the 24. Short pass brought in. And he'll pick up enough to move the chain.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
Up to the line, and they're set. 1st and 10.
Where's the hot? Why, Tony?
Working inside the red zone. The shot to the end zone is incomplete.
Well, he had the space from the defender and the concentration to make a great catch. What he didn't have was enough end zone real estate. That's just a very, very exciting incompletion.
Stroud off of play action. He's got it to him yet again, and that one is caught.
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards into double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
South. 11.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stroud. And he's in! Touchdown, Houston! The Texans take the lead right away in half number 2. It's a Christian Kirk touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. That one right down the middle. And the Texans break that tie and now lead by 7. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. The Seahawks offense taking the field now. And they're a touchdown back, Broncos. They take over down 21-14. Throwing on 1st. Here's Darnold. Completed over the middle. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Hand off to the up back. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
The offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to 1st down. But instead, the defense, well, they're not going to let anything come easy. And their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out. 3rd and short.
And that short gain is enough for a new set it down. All right, we reach the Seahawks with possession, needing to erase that deficit in a hurry. They're set up at the 35 now. Walker on 1st down. Finds a nice lane there. That's good for 6 yards.
That doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3. From the gun, Darnold. And the hit arrived shortly after that football did, but he hangs on for a gain down to the enemy 44. A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and Play fake, Darnold. This is Cox, that's Cup. And they take him down just as he gets inside that red zone. A new set of downs awaits him. Here's 1st and 10. Walker now from the gun. That is exactly why you rally to the football. He got through one tackle, but the next guy gets him for a loss.
You know, that's so hard for me, Kate. That's the type of effort that deserves better when it comes to the results. It's going to show up as a negative run on the stat sheet, but that was not the runner's fault. He did all he could to fight to get back to the line. This defense just kept swarming.
And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. It brings up 3rd down.
That's a big trip.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And they're staring at a 4th down now after that sack. An important attempt coming up here for Jason Myers. This is going to be a 46-yarder. Tracking for it, and it's good! And that brings things a little closer here late.
Such a perfect example of a kicker just doing his job. And now, well, now it's incumbent upon that defense to give him and their offense another shot.
And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Here come the Texans as they get set to take over on offense. They really have the passing game clicking on that last touchdown drive, partner. We'll see if they stick with that or if they mix things up a bit on this series. Texans to the line. 1st and 10. Off the play action. Here's Stroud. Right side, Noel has it. And he's hit and sent out right along that line of scrimmage. No gain on 1st down. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. Oh, he put some heat on this deep ball, left side. And he's there to send that one away, incomplete. He was trying to find Christian Kirk there. So they're left facing 3rd and long. Stroud. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up. The Texans set to punt. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. The Seahawks offense ready to get going once again. And the last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. First play of the drive. Here's Walker. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And it sets up Seattle with 1st down. Out of the gun. Here's Darnold. Throwing the out route complete. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Putting the tight end in motion. Here's 2nd and 5. Got Everett, and it's complete. And they will face a 3rd down here, Brock, but not by much. Good effort to challenge for it. He reaches the 43.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight ends short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
He's back to throw. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And the Seahawks will have a 1st down. Darnold now to throw. This finds Everett complete. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. They'll come up 1st and 10. He'll look to throw it. The throw is caught. And he's going to be just inside the 10 before he goes out.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Back to throw. No one open, so he chucks this to another county.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Throwing now. It's complete. Play made by Cup. They're not going to have to burn a timeout. Smart play here. He gets out of bounds with the 1st down.
Here we go, Sack.
Motioning left is their running back. Not able to make a push for that goal line. He's hit for a loss back at the 3. Coming from the Texans, that's their first. As they'll need to decide what to do on this 2nd down.
This ain't what you want. Project, this ain't what you want. This ain't what you want.
Here we go, Sack.
Setting up to pass. Here's a screen now for Walker. Touchdown, Seattle! The Seahawks have taken the lead late. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown. And he shakes out the pressure to nail the point after, and now an opposing field goal would only tie this game. On now is Dixon to kick this one away. Return coming from the 6. And this drive will start inside the 25. Now we get a look at this Texans offense. And this pressure has been playing volleyball in this 4th quarter, partner. That touchdown just serves it over their way. Now they need a touchdown to return serve, put it back on the other sideline.
Yeah, I like what you did there. And I'll keep the analogy going. We're in the final set, and it almost feels now like a must-score drive.
Here he is to throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play. Just plays incomplete. Inside 90 seconds to play. Here's 2nd and 10. Shotgun now for Stroud. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. To throw. Got his man. This is Noel. And they're not going to have to burn a timeout. Smart play here. He gets out of bounds with the 1st down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Stroud to throw on 1st down. Gets it quickly to Noel. And they're not going to have to burn a timeout. Smart play here. He gets out of bounds with the 1st down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
Here we go. Hey, Tony. Puppy.
1st down throw by Stroud. Caught quickly on the slant. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. The clock rolls as the Texans try to hurry their offense to the line. Here's Stroud again. Caught by Collins on the slant. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26. Here's Stroud on 1st and 10. Complete, dialing up Collins again. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20. Houston calls it 2nd timeout.
There's the hot.
Again, Stroud. That's incomplete on 2nd down. Looking for his wide receiver there. And now they need to get 4 on 3rd down.
11. Here we go. Wide open. 18.
Here he is to throw. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11. And still push for a win as they hurry up. Throwing again, it's Stroud. He's got it to him yet again, and that one is caught. And this one does not go far. Final timeout called by the Texans. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least. Second down now, 7 to go.
Oh, ready? 18. What's that?
To the air yet again, it's Stroud. That could be it, folks. It's intercepted. That is Nick Emanwari.
You know, Kate, one of the tenets of the West Coast system that I was fortunate to play in, touchdown to check down. Touchdown to check down. You get in the red zone, it's touchdown to check down. You can't put the ball in harm's way.
On the east side,
It's a brilliant
Friday
job by the
night,
defense,
just
with the
the only
coverage,
guy.
baiting the quarterback into the throw. You got to sail that one into the stands. Touchdown or check down. You can't possibly get an interception in that situation.
The several thousand 12 men and women cheering as the Seahawks win at home. Well, Brock, we both thought coming into this one, it's going to be a tough hill to climb, going up against one of the better defenses in the NFL. But these guys looked and said, Hill? What hill?
And you know what? I think that